This video is not made for kids, it's for older fans and adults, so fuck off and enjoy the video.
Axel, the superstar. One fine morning on the island of Sodor, Thomas, Gordon and James were collecting their passengers at Knapford when the Fat Controller arrived with some news.
I have just received a phone call from one of the railway controllers living in the country of Belgium, and one of their engines is making its way to Sodor to help out for a while. So I suggest you make this foreign engine feel welcome.
An engine coming from Belgium, sir? Do you know who it is?
Don't tell me it's that Axel engine who took part in the railway show's Great Race. I'm afraid so, Gordon. I don't know any other engines that live in the country apart from Axel, whom I saw at the Great Railway Show.
Humph! I bet it's not as splendid as me, since I have a beautiful paintwork.
Alright, James. Just don't go on about your paintwork to Axel when it comes to our railway. We must make him feel welcome, as he always should, every time a new arrival comes to Sodor.
If I were you, James, I'd recommend you tone down your attitude the second Axel arrives.
But James took no notice of Thomas and Gordon. He was still thinking of what would happen if he bumped into Axel during his visit. At the Vicarstown Bridge, a large red and black engine raced across at full speed and arrived at the station where Rosie and Caitlin were waiting. They were astonished to see such a handsome engine.
Oh, look who's here, Rosie.
Is that who I think it is?
Bonjour, ladies. Axel has arrived.
Wow, you look so handsome.
I agree with Caitlin. You look very smart with all those red and black colours, Axel.
We've been hearing so much about you.
Tell us about how you took part in the railway show.
Not right now, ladies. I just need to make my way to a place called,
Don't you mean Knapford Station, Axel?
Oh, yes, Knapford. I'm just trying to figure out how I can get there. Do you know any directions?
I can take you to Knapford.
You can? Oh, thank you ever so much, Green Lady.
The name's Emily, by the way, and you must be Axel from Belgium. I think I've heard of you from the Great Railway Show.
That's right, and you were one of the Sodor engines that took part in the decorated contest.
I know that, Axel, but sadly I didn't win the contest though. Anyway, let's get you to Knapford.
Bye, Axel.
Don't forget to come back and see us again.
As Axel followed Emily to Knapford, they went past Gordon, James and Thomas, who were collecting their passengers at their respective stops.
Oh, the indignity.
What's the matter, Gordon?
Axel has arrived already.
What's wrong with the new engine coming to our island?
My problem with Axel is that he's too famous to think clearly, and that he beat me in a race after I got disqualified.
Oh no, he's here!
Who's here, James?
Axel from Belgium has arrived on our island, Molly, and I think he's getting more attention than me.
Nonsense, James. I'm sure he won't stay on Sodor for too long if he's on loan to the Fat Controller.
I doubt him, Molly.
Hey, Clarabel, did you see that foreign engine that passed by here with Emily? Yes, I did, Annie. He looks so handsome.
That's because Axel is a very famous engine, Annie and Clarabel. The Fat Controller have brought him on loan to help out with the extra loads we've been getting recently.
Soon, Emily and Axel had arrived safely at Knapford. The Fat Controller was there to greet him, along with his wife, Lady Hatt, and his mother, Dowager Hatt.
Greetings, Axel. I'm glad you made the right decision by coming to my railway during your loan.
Why, thank you, sir. I am one of the most renowned steam engines in the world, and I possess the most stunning appearance.
I must say, Topham, this engine looks absolutely stunning.
Quiet, so Dowager, Alex looks amazing with his straight line. Look.
Of course I look amazing, your ladyships. I feel I should be a movie star, and be more famous than any engine in the world.
Look, girls! It's Axel!
He's so talented. I want to touch his buffers.
I want to touch Axel's buffers.
Please, ladies, one at a time. I'm just here to meet my acquaintance as planned.
Be quiet, Axel! Please!
No, he's mine.
Please be mine, Axel. Please be my acquaintance.
Honestly, I should be Axel's acquaintance. I am highly strung after all.
Oh my, that's all for patrons. One at a time, please. Please, one at a time.
Axel, are you there?
Huh? Oh, Emily, I didn't see you there.
Were you suddenly daydreaming for a second?
Yeah, I just had a thought of what it was like to be in the spotlight, surrounded by a lot of patrons waiting to make my acquaintance. Boy, that was quite embarrassing.
Axel, your first job is to take some passengers on an excursion to the Whistling Woods. Some bird watchers have spotted some rare birds recently, and everyone else is busy, which is why you were called to work on my railway for a while.
Ah, my first job on Sodor. Alright, sir, I will get going right away.
As Axel was making his way to the Whistling Woods, he kept thinking about his daydream, which he didn't realise was starting to come true when more female engines were passing by with their own jobs.
I must say, what a famous engine you are!
Bust my bucket! This engine looks stunning. I wish I could just touch his buffers and have my nuts scrubbed off.
Are you the Axel from Belgium?
Yes, I am, Orange Engine. I'm presuming you've heard of me from the other Sodor engines?
I absolutely have. A lot of female engines have heard about your arrival and want to make out with you. You seem just like a true superstar. And Nia's the name, by the way.
Well, thank you, Nia, but may I ask, do you know the way to the Whistling Woods?
Yes, I do. Just take these left track into these tall trees up ahead.
Thanks again, Nia.
You're welcome, Axel.
Later that day, Nia told Thomas, Gordon and James all about Axel's visit to Sodor, which the three engines already knew about.
I think Axel looks really handsome with his facial features. Don't you three agree?
Yes, we do, Nia. I've noticed my coaches, Annie and Clarabel, being astonished by Axel's paintwork.
How is anyone going to admire my paintwork if they're going to pay attention to Axel's paint scheme, which is just a combination of red and black with yellow lining?
Axel is just being boastful and pompous, if he has any more attention than you do, James.
Although he can be effortlessly cool, Gordon, that's just how his fans get hooked on him.
Then an idea flew into Nia's funnel.
How about I find some other female engines, and then we'll take Axel more calmly once we next see him?
How would that possibly work, Nia?
Trust me, James, I've got this.
And so, Nia went around the island asking other female engines to meet Axel at the Whistling Woods, but this time to make his acquaintance more calmly.
So Axel needs to take it more calmly, hey? That's something I normally do whenever I feel shy.
We'll go to the Whistling Woods at once!
At the Whistling Woods, Axel was enjoying some peace and quiet when he heard the sound of a group of engines coming.
Oh no, don't tell me it's more patrons coming towards me.
Hello, Axel. Nia had called us here to greet you properly and more calmly.
So you're not going to go crazy over my looks?
Of course not. Nia told us about how you feel when you get overwhelmed by too many fans who are admiring your handsome face.
Technically, I sometimes feel that way when it gets overcrowded by a lot of screams.
After hearing about all the things that Nia said about you, we've decided to do something very special for you, Axel.
Really, Rosie?
Of course! You may be a popular engine, Axel, but that doesn't mean you have to feel down when you have too many fans.
As for that, we'll all be traveling together to Knapford to make your first official Sodor visit even more special.
Axel couldn't help but beam with pride. That evening, he joined the female engines, and the cavalcade set out for Knapford. Axel was even telling the girls about his own adventures back home in Belgium, as well as competing in the Great Railway Show. Further down the line, James was at the washdown, still thinking about Axel, when the Belgian engine pulled up alongside him between the girls.
Greetings, James.
Oh, great, it's you again, Axel. Why do you have those female engines accompanying you?
We're going on a special return trip to Knapford to make my Sodor visit more calm and smooth.
It was all my idea after hearing about Axel's overcrowded embarrassment.
So therefore, Axel is feeling much better and has befriended us immediately.
For all I care, I'd rather let others look at my paintwork than have another foreign engine ruin my reputation again.
Fair enough, James. Suit yourself.
James just snorted. He soon became jealous over another foreign engine taking his reputation. Secretly, he wanted to have a contest with Axel. But that's another story.